my name is David. I'm coming at you guys with a brand new LEGO Ninjago video, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Ninjago episode 77 titled The Oni and the Dragon. So without further ado, let's get into this review. So as always, let's start off with a short summary of the episode. Initially, it starts off with more of the Destiny's Bounty being shown, harbored at Cove of Hollow's Bluff, where the ninja are hiding from the Sons of Garmadon. Their main objective is to try to figure out who's the leader of this mysterious organization. We then transition into a scene where they are briefed about one of the bikers that is being held in police custody. So they go ahead to Mistake's tea shop to pick up the Tea of Truth. However, Jay and Lloyd stay to find out the tale between the Oni and the Dragon. Meanwhile, Zane and Cole try to probe the biker known as Luke Cunningham with the Tea of Truth. Unfortunately, Cole confuses the cups and he drinks the Tea of Truth. We then transition back into the tea shop where we discover the first realm was the Oni and the Dragon, and a child was born from both worlds. He escaped and he created Ninjago, and that child was known as the first Spinjitzu Master. Additionally, Garmadon's disappearance has created a void that created the darkness known as the Sons of Garmadon. We're also informed that Garmadon's resurrection will bring back his body from the dead, but not his soul. Therefore, he's going to be unrecognizable to Lloyd. Shortly after on the bounty, Harumi tries to find out more about Lloyd, and he arrives and spills the news about the big Sons of Garmadon plan. After that, Cole and Zane try to infiltrate the Sons of Garmadon bar with the alias Rocky Dangerpuff for Cole and Snake Jaguar for Zane. We find out that Dareth is the owner of the bar, and the Sons of Garmadon have taken it over. In order for Zane's plan to work out, Cole has to sing. But while he sings, Cole's disguise fails, and Cole is forced to fight off the Sons of Garmadon, but he is captured instead. Zane doesn't help because he's trying to maintain his own cover and gain the trust of the Sons of Garmadon. Later on, Ultraviolet and Mr. E try to escape, but the ninja go after Mr. E. This leads into an action-packed fighting sequence, with another battle between Lloyd and Mr. E. When Lloyd is about to uncover the identity of Mr. E, Zane rescues Mr. E and gains his trust. At the end of the episode, Mr. E then takes Zane with Ultraviolet to the big man, and Cole is still captured. As for the soundtracks, the music is outstanding in this episode, especially in these particular scenes. The first one being the tale of the Oni and the Dragon when told by Mistake. The second one being the music when it plays during Harumi and her looking at the collection of family photos on the bounty. And lastly, the music that is heard during Mr. E and Lloyd's fight scene. I absolutely adore Harumi's theme, and I think it's one of the best Ninjago soundtracks, and the composers always find a way to outdo themselves. Ninjago's score is one of the best out there in the cartoon industry, and it's always a pleasure to hear them introduce more and more themes into the mix. Now, talking about scenes, there are a few scenes that I want to discuss here. The tea shop scene with Mistake was really well done, especially with her tale of the Oni and the Dragon. They craft her character perfectly, giving her warm but creepy vibes and characterize her very well. The story there does once again try to mess around with the original lore of Ninjago, but for once, I feel like it's a welcome addition, and it does spice things up a bit. It gives us more information about the first Spinjitzu Master that we previously didn't know of, and I didn't really have any problems with it overall. The bar scene with Cole and Zane was decent. It was nice to see Dareth once again, and I think his character is used well in this scene. I really like what they did with Zane's character here. For once, we're going to see him get split up from the team, and he's going to be following his own intuition and what he feels is right, and it makes the plot all the more interesting for the viewers. As for the final scene that I want to discuss, the battle between Mr. E and Lloyd was really well animated, and it served well for what it was, and as a climax for the episode, it made it really entertaining to watch. I'm sure everyone was anticipating that Mr. E character reveal, only to be disappointed with Zane's arrival. This was a very creative decision, and the plot has definitely thickened, and we're seeing a new innovation here, which I personally enjoyed. And now on to the bad. There are only a few things that I really didn't like about this episode. The first thing being Mistake's voice. I really got worried listening to it in the trailers for this season, and when we first hear her in the episode, I was pleasantly surprised because it did sound like her old voice. But then it had a tone shift, and I just didn't like how it sounded, and I wish it sounded like it had before. But that's just me being nitpicky. The other thing that I didn't like was the interrogation scene at the police precinct. I was really excited for it because we really hadn't seen an interrogation before since Misako's interrogation in Skybound. And then Cole drinks the tea of truth accidentally, and it really grinded my gears when Cole began spilling all these secrets and Zane just stood there and didn't do anything. All he said was, "Cole, you're spilling all our secrets." Like, do something about that, Zane. But I guess it worked out to their advantage because the biker spilled a secret of his own, but I just didn't really like how that scene was done overall. Overall, this episode was really well done, and so far these Sons of Garmadon episodes have been really promising, and they do deliver. It did start off with a slow season premiere in my opinion, but the plot is definitely building up and some bold character choices are made, and I'm all for it. It was a really entertaining episode to watch, and I've already rewatched it multiple times, so the rewatchable element of the episode is definitely there, and it was overall a pleasant experience. It wasn't as good as the previous episode in my opinion, but it was definitely up there. I'm gonna rate this episode an 8 out of 10. If you haven't seen it already, you definitely should. A lot of important things go down, and it definitely helps push the plot forward in this season. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree with my opinion down in the comment section below. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed my review of episode 77. If you guys did, then leave a like rating, as I would be really appreciated. And if you guys don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, feel free to subscribe to not miss out on my future Ninjago content. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.